Oh look, I'm talking horse riding. There's some riders.
Where are they? Oh yeah, I see them.
Lovely.
Oh yeah,
We
they're
are
nice,
lucky
aren't
where
they?
we live, aren't we?
Incredible. Again, this isn't that far from where we live, is it? Fancy that. There we are talking about horse riding, and they come along. I say, "Can you ride in the New Forest?" Because
Yes.
all the wild, their ponies here are all wild horses. Because
Well, some
people,
of them are marked.
they're all owned.
They used to have horse sales in the New Forest because my father used to come and buy some.
Yeah, they used to they round them all up once a year, don't they?
Yeah.
So what, your father used to buy horses here?
Well, we had 7 horses, and one I used to have a martingale on because they throw their heads back and kick out the back and everything. And I think horses, when we talk about psychic things, they pick up your energy and they sense if anything's wrong.
Of course, they have horse whisperers, don't they? That's also. I don't know quite what they mean by horse whisperer. Does a horse whisperer sort of connects with the horse and calms it down, like communicates with the animal?
Well, they're meant to talk to them, aren't they? But I mean, it's like dressage in that if you work.
But they don't talk. They don't talk to them on a clairvoyant level, do they? A horse whisperer.
No, they're whispering. Like
They just talk to them, don't
yeah.
they?
Well, any horses pick up things, don't they? And that's,
I've always found horses to be very sensitive animals when it comes to connecting with people. I love horses. I think they're beautiful creatures.
Yeah, well, cows are nice too. We used to have a cow too called Daisy.
Did you?
Ducks, chickens.
I'd like to be riding those horses now. That would be rather nice.
Yeah. When you first get back into horse riding, you get saddle sore.
It's nice to be able to get so close to the
Nature.
nature like that, isn't it? And they just naturally just carry on.
Yeah, she's looking at tomatoes and the grass is longer.
She don't stop, does she? That's the problem being a vegetarian like that, isn't it? To support such a big body with just grass, which is pretty much indigestible stuff anyway.
Some of them eat holly.
The deers have eaten just about everything in your front garden.
I don't mind. I've put
They
a bucket,
have.
a bucket of water for them out too.
I think we ought to put some hay out, or straw.
No.
Hay, isn't it? I think we should, and just let them
I
eat
used
that.
to feed the hedgehogs, and I had 5 hedgehogs out there once. So in Spain, in Seville, that restaurant, they had that raw horse meat.
Yeah,
Tatters,
horrible.
so I couldn't do it. Yeah. Cool, you can see a full moving. You can see a rib cage there.
You can hear the cars going by, can't you? I mean, I remember when we were kids, you wouldn't see a person all day long here. We used to cycle out here as kids too.
She's going to come up closer because grass is longer. Oh, you're a good girl, aren't
Getting
you?
extremely close now.
You're a pretty baby. Oh, she's been branded. Look.
Yeah, they're all owned. Yeah, they all are. They're all owned, all of them.
I'm enjoying that.
I mean, they're so tame. Just come so close to you, don't they? Better grass over here, I guess.
It's all under shade, isn't it?
I hate to see cars up here, but then I suppose we brought our car up here, haven't we? So how can I moan? Yeah. We used to come up here in a Morris Minor car with my nan, who was huge, my granddad, me in the middle, Ian sat on my granddad's lap, Viv sat on my mum's lap in the front, and obviously my mum and dad.
Was that in the car,
so that's
then?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us. Seven of us in a Morris Minor,
wouldn't be allowed to, no.
and then driving up here, and this would all be mud, so we'd be driving through the mud and pushing the car sometimes. I remember we got stuck once, and we'd go further right down the other end to the rivers.
I remember we went to go and visit an uncle and aunt in Yorkshire, and we had the dog that sat on your lap.
I know. The problem was, in that car, we took it all the way to Wigan from Southampton once, because my mum's parents lived in Wigan, and I think it was Viv got sick first, followed by Ian, followed by me. So we had my nan, my granddad, my mum, my dad, Viv, me and Ian, all being sick simultaneously. And it's the first time we went up the motorway too. We're on the M1 It just
God.
opened. They just opened the M1. It was the first motorway in Britain.
I
And all the
remember-
kids being sick in the car. I remember.
Oh.
I can remember it. Panic stations.
She's very upset.
Oh look, she's
She's
really good at it. She watches everything, doesn't she?
Yeah, look, she has
She
to be.
really, really watches everything.
She is very soft.
I've got her in frame. Yeah, there she is.
Nice you own horses, isn't it? I don't want horses.
Yeah, I'd quite like to own a horse.
I like
but they're
peacocks
hard
too.
work, of course, aren't they?
Well, we used to have grooms.
Well, if you're going to own horses, you've got to have money, haven't you?
Well, we had
Big money.
grooms. We had grooms and they used to
Yeah.
muck out. The only thing I don't like is horse hunting.
Hunting on horses, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I wouldn't like hunting. I'm glad
I
it's all
don't
been
agree with
banned.
it.
I don't agree with it either. I don't believe in blood sports.
No,
Even
it's cruel.
fishing, I think, because,
Oh,
you know, you stick a
horrible.
bloody great big
Oh,
thing through the fish's mouth and throw it back
Yeah.
in again. I know it's a tranquil sport and I can understand why people enjoy it, but you've got to think of the animal, haven't you?
what they ought to do is get all humans naked and let the horses run after them.
Yeah, perhaps we should hunt landed gentry.
Mhm.
Yeah, send them all off naked and we're chasing with foxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
horrible, isn't that?
Yeah.
You're out of breath.
Bit. I walked a fair old distance just to see what I could find there. They got a path that runs all the way through there. That never used to be there,
Yeah.
and it goes to all the places that were our secret places, kids,
All right.
where we used to hide away. There's all beautiful little rivers there, and
There's no secret no more then.
no, it's loaded with tourists.
There's a campsite there, that's why.
Yeah, I know. It's still very beautiful. Really lovely
Is there
little
a
rivers.
stream?
There's a stream with where we used to play poo sticks, and there was an area there because I hid when Celeste was little. I came out here and hid Pooh Bear and Eeyore and Piglet. Put Piglet in a tree, put Eeyore in a wooden house, and because when nobody was around here, then we went out looking for Pooh and Piglet and found them.
Was she excited?
And she was really excited. So that was all over there. In fact, there was a little house that looked like Eeyore's house.
Aw.
So it reminded me of it.
Sweet.
Oh well, change.
God,
Yeah, it's
you're
all,
out of
I am. It's all muddy. I've been jumping over rivers, and
I thought you
you
were
see me
try-
leaping. I thought
I
this is
thought
where I'm going
you-
to
I thought
land
it's
flat
a-
on my face.
I thought it was a cow pat. That's you
No,
tried
I
to
jumped a
avoid.
river. There's a river over there.
You
that's
jumped
right.
a river?
It's a little tiny stream, but you have to run at it.
You could never jump a river.
Yeah, you had to run at it to get over, and it's muddy on the other side.
You mean a little
So
stream,
I thought
not
I was
a river.
well, yes, a thundering
You
river.
exaggerate.
Well, I have done the rivers of the world.
Yeah.
I've been down the Ganges,
You haven't
white
done the
raft.
Amazon.
No, I've done the Ganges in a white river rafting thing.
Well, if you were stupid enough to do it.
Or it tipped over on some group.
God, how silly is
Yeah,
that?
they were swimming down the Ganges thinking they were going to die.
God,
They had
that's
no
dangerous.
safety equipment
Well,
whatsoever.
that's ridiculous, isn't it?
Absolutely nothing.
Irresponsible.
They had nothing. No, wearing no. Well, we had a sort of safety
Like what?
floater thing, but it was useless, and it had nothing to grab onto. So when the raft goes down the river, you got nothing to hold on to. Nothing. You're just sat on a sort of a rubber dinghy thing, and the
Silly.
great rocks looming up. You know, it was a full-on thing. It was good fun, but bloody terrifying. I did that a few
surprised
years. I
you'd
did
done
that a few
anything
years
so
ago.
stupid.
That's when I went with the yoga group and Steve to Rishikesh.
And
Exciting.
didn't you come back stinking too?
Yeah, God, didn't I?
I washed
Bloody
your
hell,
clothes
I
3
threw-
times. In the end, I said, chuck them away. It's like you brought the Ganges River back
Yeah,
home.
that was before the days of having these sort of digital cameras. I filmed bits of it, but not much. Yeah, it was exciting though.
That's one excitement I can do without. I can think better exciting things.